Guys, welcome back to the channel. I came across this new application that I kind of just wanted to introduce you guys to. So a friend of mine, she uses this, her name is Pagan. You should definitely go check her out. She's amazing. She gives like amazing marketing advice over on Instagram and her Facebook. I'll put all her info down below. Anyways, so she did like a quick video using this website, how she plots her books in under an hour. So I decided to mess around with it, and now I'm going to show you guys. So it's called Milanote, and it's free. There is like a paid version, but it's free, and it's basically just like a organizing kind of app. Like anyone can use this, whether you're a writer, graphic designer, literally anything. You can even like invite people to it, and it can be like collaboration kind of thing. Anyways, but this is just how I'm using it. So I'm gonna kind of show you guys what to do. So everything is kind of like a board. So they call it a board. So I use this as a file pretty much over on my homepage. So these are all the different projects that I'm currently working on. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit about Nightingale. So you're going to get like a sneak peek of my two main characters, Amelia and Aiden. So one of the first things that you can do is you can create character boards. If you go into an empty board, so again, it's just a board, you drag it. You can drag it anywhere. You can, like I said, you can completely customize this to look how you want it to look. And then over here are templates. So this is a character profile. And then this is a novel planning. So again, just kind of like the big stuff in all of your books, the important things are your plot, your heroine, love interest, if there's any, etc. This is your story outline, so you can use arrows, you can drop in photos, you can kind of do whatever you want. And then here is world building. So again, if you have like a really big world, this is super cool. I haven't quite figured out how they uploaded the map. I'm still trying to figure that out, but honestly, I don't really do fantasy writing anyway, so that's not my expertise. But if you can figure that out and you do fantasy writing, this would be really great for you, because again, you can add arrows and like additional notes. So these are just boards. So these are like the people in the wastelands. You guys get what I'm saying. And then finally, here's your mood board. So again, just kind of your all around writing stuff. I'm gonna go back, and so again, so this is my Nightingale kind of like homepage. So this is what I decided to add to the homepage. So this is just kind of like your overall story. So beginning, middle, end. Pretty self-explanatory, but just kind of like your bird's eye view, right? And then once you go into story, so again, you can kind of choose the template if that's your thing, but I really enjoy going by Save the Cat, which you guys probably know because I talk about all the time. So this is kind of, so I'm going to show you two different ways, right? So this is kind of one way to do it. So you add your column and then you do Act 1, Act 1, and then I'm going to do one for, I'm not going to do it all because we'll be sitting here forever. Act 1, Act 2, 3, and then it's finale. And then, so this board will kind of scroll with you as you move. So I'm just going to attempt this. I haven't actually like done it yet, but this is what in my head it's going to look like. So again, I'm just showing you guys all the different possibilities. So I'm going to do that, and then up here, since this book is actually going to be dual point of view, which I'm really excited and very nervous about, to kind of keep it simple, I just did notes that way because I'm not like going to be filling it out, to keep my point of views separate, if that makes sense. So I'm going to show you what I have in mind. So as you fill, your stuff out, it's going to go down as far as you need, so you can fill it out, whatever your Act 1 is. I think Act 1 in Save the Cat is like 1 to 20% of the book. So as you kind of fill these sections out before you even plot, because I've told you guys this before, but I like to do chapter So hopefully this makes sense. So as I'm gonna fill all this stuff out, and then you can move it down as you need to. So what I'm gonna end up doing is, right, so fill it in whatever happens in the first 20% of the book. And then what I'm gonna end up doing is putting in notes and say, okay, so this is gonna be my chapter 1, and then I'm gonna write it out, and then do maybe a color to keep myself organized, and then it'll be chapter 2, right? And then again, you can kind of, I'm so sorry if you hear crying in the background. That's my dog. He is such a crybaby. When it's time to go to sleep and I shut us in our room, he cries. So I'm sorry if you can hear him whining. Anyway, so this is kind of how I want to do it. And then that way, the farther down you go, you know, it's Amelia Aiden, or if you have even more point of views, again, you can kind of scroll over and have them over here and just kind of do the colors. That way you know who is who. So this is kind of how I'm going to do it for my dual point of view. And then, you know, once you finish over here, if you need that additional room, you can kind of just put enter, 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 and have it be like empty space, and then just move your act down. So I hope this makes sense. If you guys follow Save the Cat, you kind of see where I'm going with it. So I wanted to show you that. And then you can also add images, like I said, lines if you need to like connect things. There's a to-do list. There's a bunch of really cool things. But I also wanted to show you, so I'm going to give you a sneak peek into book 3. So again, I just have like some inspo. So here is like another way to do it. This is kind of how I'm doing it for my Devil's Error trilogy, because it's only one point of view. I don't have split point of view. So I'm just kind of doing basically the same idea, but just organizing it a little bit different. I think that makes more logical sense to me. Because instead of bouncing around like this, you know, dun, 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 with the chapters, I'm just going to do them down, right? And then once I finish Act 1, and then I'll jump back up. Who knows? I might change that. I have no idea. Like I said, I haven't officially started yet. But like I said, I just wanted to kind of show you guys different ways you can outline. Like, see, here's like some arrows, I guess. And do a bunch of other things. So I hope this was useful. Like I said, if you guys have been watching my videos, I'm really trying to become more of a pantser, and I usually have like a notebook per like story idea, and I'll have sticky notes for every single act, or every single beat in Save the Cats, and then I always post them in the front of the book so I refer back to them anyways. But then after that, my plotting makes no sense. It's just scribbles in the notebook, sticky notes everywhere. I didn't really have like a single place to go to. And even if you like plot in Word, it's not as easy to kind of like bounce, you know, back and forth or move things around. So I, like I said, when I found this from my friend Pagan, I was like, oh my God, I think that's going to be absolutely perfect. So again, this is from like a single point of view. And it's kind of similar to what the template looks like. So I'll show you guys again really quick. The story outline template. So they do it by, you know, opening, rising, action, climax, resolution. I do it by the beats, and theirs are much shorter little snippets, but I actually write kind of a lot. So that's why it makes more sense to me to kind of just have the acts, and then I'll do chapter 1, chapter 2, 3, 4, and then jump back up to each act. And then again, I'll show you one more time what the dual point of view looks like. So like I said, this is just kind of how I'm doing it. So it's basically the same idea, except the acts are just, you know, going vertical instead of horizontal. Who knows? Maybe I might switch that for the other one anyways, because if you're just gonna, it'll just be a long document instead of, you know, long and wide. But anyways, I hope this was useful to you guys. Let me know if you end up using it. I know we are jumping into Preptober, so I thought this would be the perfect time to kind of show you guys what I will be doing all of October into November. So good luck, guys. Let me know if you decide to check it out and how you plot your stories. Okay, bye.